Good morning, everybody. This is Jen. I got some stuff to show you, and I've been away because I've been working on my granddaughter's birthday book. These are just a few small things that I've managed to squeeze in around pages for her. And I also have a couple more books that have to be made for Christmas. So, anyway, this is going to be just a little bit of tiny stuff that I've made, and it's listed on my Etsy shop right now. I'm going to have my daughter put the links in because every time I do it, it doesn't work out right. So my Etsy shop is Jen's, Jens, keepsakes, all one word, all squished together, capital Jens, capital Keepsakes. So, if the link is not in when you look at this, that's the name of the shop, but I will have the links put at the top. Okay, enough of that stuff. I love making things. I hate the business part of it, the listing and all that kind of stuff. I wish I had someone like an assistant that had to do all the yuck stuff, but I don't, so I am doing all the yuck stuff. Okay. The first thing we have here is this little tiny tin box. It is smaller than an Altoids box. It's about 2.5 inches by 1.5 inches or something like that. I bought these off of Amazon, and I am so bad about figuring out sizes and stuff. And when I got them, this is what I got. These little tiny tins, and I thought I was getting, the size of an Altoid box, but I was not. I got these instead, and so I went ahead and decorated it like it was an altered Altoid box. It's just tinier, and on the front cover here, I've got a picture of a bird. I don't know. Yeah, I think that's paper. I don't think it's napkin. And there's some distressed music paper and some vintage dictionary paper. It's been a while since I've done one of these, so I have forgotten how to speak. There's homespun here and a piece of cord around it. There's a couple little bells on here. And then in the back, there's some sari silk wrapped around the edge. And here is a Lord Byron, part of a poem down here on the bottom. And there's just a lot of stuff to see. And inside, actually, this had a ribbon tied around it, but I took it apart when it was, when I was putting it on Etsy. So anyway, that's what that is. I'll put that back on there. Inside, there is the box is decorated inside and out, and I distressed it and rusted it and, did all kinds of stuff to it so it would be icky. The thing is, it does not close all the way. It closes about 3/4 of the way. But at first I didn't like that. But then I was like, it kind of is cute because it lets the little stuff inside peek out. So someone's like, oh, something's in there that's really cute and it's peeking out. So they open it and they're like, oh, this is really cute. So anyway, the point is it doesn't shut all the way. Inside in the lid, there is a little piece of fabric and a little safety pin, and there's some vintage music paper, and then I made a little tiny envelope that sticks in that little pouch. Let's see if I can get this paper out. And inside here it says, life is not measured by the number of breaths we take, but by the moments that take our breath away. That's Maya Angelou. And there's Bunny's little butt on the back. And this is all for journaling space. Oh my God. There's a lot of journaling space in here for sure. So that goes back in the envelope, which goes back in here. And then this is a little tiny book. However, I didn't make it exactly like a book. It's more like kind of like an accordion style. It stretches out It's hooked on both sides. So it's not really a book. It's kind of a book. And this says, I am content. This is a little picture of a guy with a crown on. Here is a little tuck spot. And this has a little tiny envelope in it. And this has a little tiny piece of paper in it. And let's see. This is, my heart is forever at your service. Shakespeare said that. So that goes in the envelope, and that goes in the tuck spot. And then the next page is a picture with a hand on it, and just some ephemera. And then there's this little pocket, and there's a little bunny in there. Yay for bunny! And this is just a little piece of ephemera, like a tag for some advertisement. And so bunny fits right back in that pocket. Very happy to see you. You could use the back side of bunny for journaling purposes. Okay. That's for all those people that don't think I have any journal space. And there's a little guy playing, I don't know, a trumpet, a cornet, whatever those things are. And then on the other side, we have decorations as well. And here is something that says, never let them steal your joy. It goes around in a little circle. And there's a number 9 on the other side. Here's a picture. It says, the simple life. And it just looks a very relaxing picture of some countryside scene. And here's a little girl with some butterfly wings and a little bird that I got from Cindy McDermott. And this says, the clouds appeared to be unraveling. I just thought that sounded neat. And this is another tuck spot. And this actually came off of a tea bag. It says, the garden is a delight to the eye and a solace for the soul. And then you open it, and I got a cup of tea in there, and it says, just breathe. And yeah, so that came from some herbal tea bag. And then you're back to the beginning again. So, you know, all of this gets folded back up and then fits inside this little tin. So that is one of my things. And then we have, oh my goodness, it's Bunny! Hooray! And Bunny has some lace tied around him. And then he has this little fabric envelope. And he's got, I don't know, some seam binding and some sari silk and stuff tied around his neck. There's a little key and a safety pin with a heart and a little tag here that says Bunny on it. And then when you turn it over, it says number 4 on the back, because I'm keeping track of all the bunnies and where they are going in case we ever have like some big bunny family reunion or something. And in here is a little tiny book. There's a bunny tag. It says, hi, my name is Bunny. Want to be friends? And that goes in this little pouch. And then the next page, it said, I will always be by your side. And then here's a picture of a pretty bird. And behind that, there's a little tuck spot. It says, you make me smile all over my face. And that's what Bunny does for me. He always makes me smile. And that sticks back in there. And this is a page that's got, oh, I don't know, different kinds of laces and fabric and a safety pin. And it says, my heart is forever at your service. So that's just like a heart, and then it folds in half to fit in the book. And this says, I will keep a secret forever. And then here we have a little tag. Whoops. It said, I made a wish and you came true. There's a star on the back. And this pocket is made out of pattern paper from, you know, a sewing pattern. And then there's a little envelope in there too. And inside the envelope, it says, let's see, The anticipation's killing you, I know. I will not chew with my mouth open, and I promise not to poop on the floor. So, see, Brownie, Bunny is a really good roommate to have, or friend, or pet, or whatever you want to call him, because he will not mess up the house and make everything all gross. And there is a lot to be said for that. And then the next, that goes back in the tuck spot, and then there's a piece of fabric here, and it makes a pocket. And this pocket says, I am your forever friend. And there's some butterflies and pretty flowers on that side, and some lace at the bottom. And then this is a little paper, and it says, Bunny number 4, authentic. So this is your certificate so that you know you've got the authentic bunny number 4. And then the back page, this is napkin decoupage. So all that stuff goes back in here, and this is bunny number 4. So I bet you can guess what this one is. Ta-da! It is bunny number 5. And this bunny has, I put different things on them because, I don't know, I just like to change things up a little bit. So here's a big heart, and it's been sewn around. It says bunny on it, and the back doesn't say anything. And then down here there's a piece of cardboard, and then a little heart stamped on some paper. And so there's that. And then here is the little envelope, and it's got a key on a safety pin, and then you open it up. This has got some embroidery, or I don't know what that stuff is. And here is the front of this book. It's got a little doily and pretty flowers. Then it says, I will always be by your side. And there's a number 11, which means nothing, but I thought it was cute. Here is a page that says Delight down at the bottom. It's actually a belly band. I think it goes all the way through. And this has napkin decoupage. Sometimes my mind just goes blank. And there's Bunny. It says, hello, I'm Bunny. Want to be friends? And there's a heart. And then on the back there's a heart. It says, I am quite tidy and use deodorant on a regular basis. So that's nice to know, because then you don't have to worry about, cuddling up with the smelly bunny. And here's another heart. My heart is forever at your service. And that's a Shakespeare quote. And then this page has a little pull-out. And it says, I am house trained and will not potty on the floor. And then this other side said, life is either a daring adventure or nothing at all. That's a Helen Keller quote. I would say her life was definitely a daring adventure. Anyway, and on this, there's a paper clip that says unique. And inside there's a little tuck spot here that kind of looks like an envelope. And then you open this up, and it says, promise at the top, I will never post an unflattering photo of you on social media. This is to certify. So that is also good to know, because when you live with someone, you can be in very many unflattering positions, and to have to worry about somebody snapping your picture and then putting it on Facebook or whatever those other places are, that would be really bad. Okay, and then here is a tuck spot. This one says Bunny Authentic number 5. So that's your bunny certificate. And this is a little envelope. I love these things, even though they are extremely hard to get back into, but they're so darn cute. And this is, let's see here. I will keep a secret forever. That's Bunny's promise to you. And there's a little journaling spot there, right there. Okay, just wanted you to see that because sometimes I think, people miss some of that stuff. It's very important. So this is, oh, and there's the back of that book. This is Bunny number 5. Then we have the pouches that have playing cards in them. One of these pouches features bunny cards, and the other just features regular cards. This is the bunny pouch. There is Bunny in a tree with like Cupid arrows and stuff, and there's some bells on a pin, and then here is a little thing that comes out, a little card, and it says, "And surely I have loved you in the idea of you my whole life long." That's Elizabeth Barrett Browning. And I figured that since he's using his arrows to shoot love into people or whatever it is that Cupid does, I think it's like that. And then here's some music paper and dictionary paper, and there's a little tag on the back. There's some birds. It says, "Life was meant to be loved. Curiosity must be kept alive. One must never turn her back on life." And that is Eleanor Roosevelt, who was a very great lady. So, that is the first card, first bunny card. Here is the second bunny card, and Bunny is sitting by someone that's lying in a bed. I actually got these cards from my friend Angelica, and she's in Vienna, I think. And she found these real at a flea market, and they were like actual tarot cards or whatever you call them, and she scanned them for me and sent me them, and they're really cool. And this says, "Bunny visits a sick friend," and on the back there's a picture of an elephant, so that goes in this first little tuck spot, and then behind that there is another tuck spot that says, "A promise. A friend knows the song in your heart and can sing it back to you when you have forgotten the words." And on the back it says, "Be kind," because you can never go wrong being kind. And I don't think there's enough of that left in this world. And then on the back there's a pocket, and in the tuck spot there is some music paper. It says, "A single rose can be my garden, a single friend my world." And that has a whole bunch of journaling space. Woohoo! So anybody that wants to do some journaling, it's there. And then the last one is a picture of Bunny standing next to a little girl holding a flag. And this is just a little tiny Tim Holtz pin. And this is a little tag in here. And it says, "When I saw you, I fell in love, and you smiled because you knew." That's a Shakespeare quote. And then inside here is something. Let me see here. It's a little tiny piece of paper. It says, "Bunny has a crush." Oh my goodness. It's his first crush. And if you look closely, you can see him blushing because he has a crush on the flag holder girl. And this is the back side. There's a pocket, and inside something is written, and it says, "Find my hand in the darkness, and if we cannot find the light, we will make our own." And there's some butterflies, and this says, "Sweet dreams till sunbeams find you. Sweet dreams that leave all worries behind you. But in your dreams, whatever they be, dream a little dream of me." Of course, that's the mamas and the papas. And so that goes in the back. Was trying to find quotes about young love. Okay, so that is the bunny stuff. And we'll put this over here. And this is my last thing. It's a quilted pouch. There's a heart on the back and some bells and a button closure with twine. And this is, okay, first of all, we have this lady and a little heart down here and some pretty flowers, lace, and music paper. And then on the back, there's a little tuck spot. And this is a heart. It just says secret and has some random stamping on it and journaling space. And then in here, it says, "Wherever you go, go with all your heart, for you were born to shine." And there is a picture of, no, tell me it can't be. Yes, it is. It's Bunny. Woohoo! And a heart. So that is the lady card. This one I really like. He's fun. I mean, he looks like a gangster to me. So that's what we did to him. We made him a gangster. And here is a little file folder, and it says "Stolen Crime Scene, Columbus Police." And you open it up, and it says "Well-known mob boss" in his file. Armed and dangerous, but still a very snappy dresser. These are reports that the FBI have on him. And then here is a crime scene. It couldn't be a photo because their camera was broken. So it says "camera broken, crime scene drawing." So they drew that picture of the crime scene to put in his folder. And that goes behind his picture. And then this little booklet, it says, let's see, "Hey, you got any concrete shoes in size 11? His name's James Capone, a.k.a. Little Jimmy. In my defense, I was left unsupervised," he says. And here is some journaling pages. And then here is a picture of our friend Bunny in his, what do you want to call it, mob costume, like if he was in the mob, and this is what he would look like with his really cool mob hat and pinstripe suit. And he's like, "I ain't going to the slammer." That's what Bunny says. So I got a little carried away with this one because it was so much fun. So that doesn't have a tuck spot on the back. It's just got the tuck spots on the side. And this one is a picture of a lady with a crown on, some bling on the crown. There's a heart. There's some fabric. There's some pin with some pearls on it, and a rose. And then on the back, there is this little tag, and it says, "Always act as if you're wearing a crown." And there's our friend Bunny with a great big crown on his head. And so this is all of my stuff. And thank you for sticking with me on this long video, or maybe you didn't stick with me, so in which case you will not be hearing me saying thank you. So that's all well and good, because if you didn't stick with me, then I didn't want to say thank you. But if you did, I do. So have a great day. I am going to have my daughter put these links in because I am so bad at it and it never works for me. So you have a great day, and this will be in my Etsy. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.